I
Why
have
are
no
you
idea
going
what the fuck
anywhere
that is.
cool? Or what is this? Easter weekend?
Just to see the in-laws. So that's not very cool.
Where is that at?
That's in Benton. That's right town over.
Oh, okay. Meg found an ad for a house in a place called Shangaloo, and I was like, "Get the
Come
fuck
again?
out of here!" Shit, no shit, it's Shangaloo. And I was like, "Where the fuck is that?" Apparently,
Shangaloo?
yeah, apparently it's right outside of Shreveport.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm fucking dead serious. Shangolo.
Speaking.
Shangaloo. Fucking shit, Shangaloo.
My first Google came up from Taiwan.
Shongaloo. Shangaloo. I'll link it to you guys. You guys can all bask in the fucking glory. Like it's like the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's this like
Oh,
huge
something
fucking
there.
badass house that was built in like the 1800s or some shit. And they're selling it for super cheap. It's probably fucking haunted and there's probably dead bodies on both
Yeah,
sides.
probably no internet and some stuff.
But yeah, there's no fucking there's no
Running water.
there's gotta be something fucking I don't know, just something off about the fucking toilet. It looks cool, but you'll be catching my ass there.
Well, does anyone remember what happened last time on D&D?
Come on, Garrett, you're hoping for too much.
It's been a while. It's been like 8 days.
Yeah, that's as long as I've turned the computer off and back on, I've already forgotten what happened the last time it was on. I remember the dinner that didn't go so well.
At least not for Strahd.
Oh, it
Yeah,
went fine for him. He got off with fucking what's her name?
oh yeah, he snatched her.
It's a consolation prize. He's still trapped.
I'll trap him in hell. Hashtag Edge.
So last time, the party reached the Amber Temple at last. Entering the structure, you found only nightmares and death. The
Ah,
fate
yes.
of the Amber Temple was decided many years ago. Now only ghosts haunt its halls. You found a strange being guarding the entrance, a
Oh
spectral figure
yeah,
made of
all the
magic,
traps.
flanked by floating skulls, all ready to extinguish the lives of any intruder. Defeating that, you made your way through the strange, deceptive halls of the temple. You found a hidden wizard with a secret text, a trapped chest, some magic arrows, and more discovered and to discover yet. You had all licked your wounds in the archery armory area. It seemed relatively safe, though the silence is somehow more ominous than any dangerous wails. This place seems to eat sound, hiding it within its gold flowing walls, bearing it to be forgotten by time. What do you all do?
Hmm. What,
Fucking.
say what family it is? The best question.
Well, we haven't faced the wolf yet, have we?
It ran away. You haven't seen it yet,
Yet, yet.
or at all. Not yet. Yet's the wrong word. Wink, wink.
Yeah, yeah. We're all believing that, Garrett.
As a reminder, you came from a large, like, square room with a big dais in the center, with this beautiful art on it. But you had explored everything before that, and we're now exploring after that. There's a huge hallway leading up to a library, as well as a sort of ominous door that you guys decided to stop in front of.
Did we not check out the library?
No, because you got to the door, which There are two huge ornate doors to the left. The doors, beautifully hewn and alive with carvings, paint quite a picture. A skeletal being absorbs the blood from dozens and dozens of warriors. The deathly being hovers several feet in the air as a torrent of ruby-colored blood rises towards him in a mist. The soldiers experiencing the horror have expertly detailed faces of shock and pain as they are exsanguinated. You got to
If
those
I put
doors and you stopped.
if I put my ears to the door, can I hear boss
You can roll perception.
music?
Yeah, I will definitely be
Alright.
wrong. I'm gonna put my ear to the door. Hold on. Well, listen, I'm curious, man.
Get the Elden Ring health bar at the bottom.
Oh, all right, let me roll. I'm gonna roll perception,
Hmm.
and that is a 24.
Wow. I'm assuming you didn't do. Probably can't meet that, huh, James? Maybe you can. You're pretty wise, right? What'd you roll?
Um, 15 plus. Uh, here. Yep.
What'd you say? 16?
Yeah. It'll be more than that, but 19.
Oh, okay. Both of you rolling very well. Um, hear nothing but silence.
Damn it.
No
Damn it!
boss music yet.
I don't hear someone pacing, squelching even.
Or like whispers behind the door, like soon as they open the door, let's get them. You hear
Hmm.
nothing.
I just don't get a good feeling about that library. I'm just saying. And this is coming from the guy who wanted to open up that fucking chest.
I mean, I still kind of want to open up that room.
I mean, do you want me to sneak on in there?
I just think all the books are going to be haunted, super haunted.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's do some sneaking. You
We're
sneak in
walking there,
first.
and it's going to be like Beauty and the Beast. Only the books are beating the shit out of it.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Okay, so what's happening?
We're walking into your room of animated books,
I
Garrett.
don't know.
You going in? You going in the
John's
library or the other?
John's John's gonna sneak into the library.
Well,
Okay,
fine. We'll let John sneak in the library.
two distinct rooms. One open library. One closed double doors. So, sneaking into the library. Please roll me a stealth.
Give me that
That
library.
is a 23.
23. The library is beautiful. Huge brass statues of ravens unfurl their wings rising above tall bookshelves filled to the brim with books. The library is in rather pristine condition, though some shelves and books have been misplaced and are somewhere on the ground, but not without due care, it seems. Um, Otherwise, appears quite empty.
So, does anything look out of place? Do I, hmm,
Out
yeah,
of pl-
do any books look like they were freshly moved?
Yes, it seems that. Give me a perception check for detect
That
work.
is a 26.
You can surmise that it seems that someone or something has been grabbing, or not literally, but taking, you know, piles of books at a time and leaving with them. Though not without care, there's no ripped pages or torn books, but you can tell that there is enough amiss, and occasionally it seems that a book has fallen down at the ground and has left a little path out. But that's all you can surmise from the library. Seems that somebody's taking these books.
All right, I'll slink on back and inform the party of The recent activity.
Um, well, I mean, is there any kind of indication as to what section or books are around, what's been taken, or anything along those lines?
There's no Dewey Decimal, but it seems to be just kind of random from everywhere.
There's
Okay.
no catalog
No
system.
rhyme or reason.
Come
No.
on, man. I mean, if there's a bunch of books on whatever, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
they're also
The
near other books.
the blood magic section is empty, but cooking isn't. No, it seems to be just a random menagerie.
Okay. Uh, is there anything of worth in this library? Any books that seem like they would be that seem like they're worth, I don't know, like, looking at?
There's no arcane casters in the party, actually.
Nope.
So several things will be worthless to you. But there are various spell books here and there.
Uh, I'd like to throw those in my pack.
Okay. Let me see how many there are. Of substantial note, there are 5 spell books.
Shit. All right. All right. List them out for me.
They're not titled or anything
Oh, so
necessarily.
it's just
Hitchhiker's
five.
Guide to Blowing Your Goddamn Fingers Off.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just gonna put this in the other possessions.
Mhm.
What is it? Five nondescript spell books.
Yeah, if you wanted to pour through them, you would have to ask a wizard first of all, and second of all, it would be a just a list of spells prepared for the day that wizard
Oh,
had.
gotcha. That works. I'm down. I'm gonna hold on to these. I'm gonna
If
hang
you
on
ever,
to these just in case some things come about.
just in case you multi-class to wizard.
Just in case, or I meet somebody who's a fucking wizard. They want to buy these books off me.
Hey, I'm wearing wizard robe.
And a
That
hat.
is true.
And a
And
hat.
and a
Yeah,
hat.
and a hat. And a hat.
They can also be quite valuable,
Okay, cool.
depending on if you find the right person to sell to.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. That was good to know.
Jenny gets legitimately sad if I don't wear the wizard robes every time I play D&D.
Me too.
Well, you should do it anyway. You know,
By D&D, do you mean daddies and dames?
Jesus.
I don't think Jesus is included in this.
Good lord.
But
Anyway,
otherwise, the library is empty.
okay. Yeah, we can bounce them. Unless we want to look for like secret entrances or exits or something.
Hmm. That would be investigation, I suppose. Common perception,
Yeah,
either or.
okay.
They're very lumped.
Probably
Okay.
investigation
That's
since you're trying to meticulously look for something.
just rolled a 22 investigation. What does that get me?
No secret entrances
Damn. Okay.
or exits.
It was worth a shot. Um, okay.
Just a
Guess we can,
library and a
we can,
mystery.
we can just head on it. Well, I guess we'll go back to where we were going.
One remaining area
Yep.
that you know of. Large double doors, shut, beautifully hewn, alive with
I didn't
carving.
know wolves could operate doors.
It's them opposable paws.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same ones that
It's the
stand on their
wolves.
hind legs and
It's
have
the wolves
pointed
from
nose.
Shangaloo. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna. John, you want to sneak that shit?
Sneak the doors? Don't the doors
I
have
don't.
something written on them?
I'm pretty sure if the doors
No,
are
it's just
open,
they're just carved quite beautifully. It's called a relief when you like carve a painting into something. Not a painting, but carve a design.
Yeah. Now, are they closed or are they ajar a little bit?
Closed.
Closed. All right. Yeah, I guess let's see if they are trapped in any way. Because God forbid we open this bitch up and then we just start getting hammered by flame arrows.
Not your phone. Not at all.
Give me an investigation.
John or me or who?
Whoever's messing with the door.
That
That's
would
you.
John.
Yeah, that would be me. Because if any regular traps come up, 22.
You do as best you can. The doors are flush and well made, so you can't. You only get the front face of it, but you don't see any traps, at least from here. Any of the common pressure plate or other such that would trigger when the door opens, at least.
Alright, well, it looks like everything's good, so I guess let's try opening one door at a time.
Yep. Everyone slow when you're me open.
I don't want to open it.
I'll do
slowly,
it.
slowly opening the door. It
Yes.
is indeed non-trapped.
Okay.
Opening the doors reveal nothing short of a high lord's room. Red and purple furniture, tapestry, and decor are placed within. Candelabra fire dances meekly from several large golden set pieces. A large hearth holds a warmly glowing fire, filling the room with much needed warmth. Two strange things jump out at you. Firstly, a huge red tinged battle hammer hangs suspended from a white silver chain. The chain ends in a huge block of solid stone, suspended on all sides with more of the silvery chain. The large, irregular stone has a single drip of water falling onto it from the ceiling, maybe every 5 to 10 minutes, from some unknown or unseen ice deposit high above, you assume. The hammer hangs above a pedestal. Below it, a purple gemstone, triangular, directly underneath it. The second thing that jumps out at you, a skinless face, somewhere between a skull, uh, sort of almost degloved, watches you with bright, burning red eyes. The skull, sitting on its own pedestal, asks calmly, "Do I know you?"
The stone says that?
The skull.
Oh, the skull.
That depends. Do I look familiar to you?
I'm afraid not. I don't know much of
Look,
anything anymore.
look like a scolding me, not afraid now.
Well, why don't you tell me your name then?
My name was Exanther. What is your name?
Well, since you were so politely obliged to answer me without intently trying to take me down, it is Ixalan.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Company is few and far between.
I look around and I say, I can.
I want to ask him what got you in this position in the first place.
He says, I'm very happy to tell my tale, though it will have to be cut short. Um, I rose against Strahd many years ago, failed, and he has imprisoned me here to watch and languish as my phylactery is slowly crushed once that rock withers away after unknown ages. I had my memories, my spells, and my power stripped of me, and I know my name and this story, and that is it.
You want us to move your phylactery over so it doesn't get ruined?
Do you want us to what now? What do you say?
You want us to move your phylactery so it doesn't get ruined?
So it doesn't get what?
Ruined.
Ruined.
smashed. Um, the skull thinks for a moment, unblinking, its red fiery eyes coming from some arcane ability, not real flesh. Um, it says, "No, no, I am ready to end this torment. Uh, you could actually smash it for me. That would be very helpful."
I'll say, are you sure you don't know anything else?
I am very sure of that.
No, you said
Dude,
you've been here for centuries, right?
It feels like it.
Feels like it. What was this hall like whenever it was in its prime and lively? What were the patrons that resided here?
I don't know.
it's part of this. Like it won't.
Before we
Um,
set you free, is there any way you could be of help to against Strahd?
I don't know how to help, but I have no more magic power. I was made quite aware of that.
so the only thing you want from us is for us to smash your phylactery.
Um, he says, "I don't wish to trouble you, but I also don't wish to be locked in this hell for many more centuries, as the stone is whittled down by water."
It's a stone over a red. It's a red axe hanging over a stone.
It's a big, ornate battle hammer, and it's suspended over the stone, and it's suspended within stone, and the stone is slowly whittled away with water for many, many, many years. That's the idea.
Yeah, just to taunt him.
All he can do is sit there and watch it happen forever. Not literally forever, but for a long time. Um, if this is where you need a wizard. You all, to assess the situation a little more, can give me an Arcana roll. At disadvantage, though.
That's a 13 for me.
14.
Mm,
15. Ow.
Did you really get a 15?
Yeah, I did.
all pretty solid, not bad.
Why do I always get these on?
You've been adventuring long enough and had your mind messed with quite a few different enemies that you feel like a restoration spell might help revive his memories. Kind of one of the main things it does.
Restoration spell. Like that.
Is
Like
it
heals.
specifically called restoration?
Uh,
Or do you
lesser
mean just
lesser
a healing?
restoration specifically.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't think I have it.
Let's say I don't think I have all of it.
Yeah, I think it's a wizard thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh no, I have lesser restoration. What the hell? What does it even do?
Oh, I
You touch
fucking
a
have it.
creature and can end either one disease or one. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll cast it on.
I do have.
Lesser restoration. Cast it.
The Lich, having long since not only disconnected his body from the flesh, but kind of his psyche, you can feel in this prison, um, makes no remark or response as you go to cast a spell. Um, ca- Casting restoration upon his mental state, you can sort of weave the arcane energies back in a line as though it was a puzzle, though your work is left uh, very incomplete. It would take a much more powerful version of restoration to bring him back to his full power. You see his eyes look at you with a bit more presence. Seems like he's more here mentally. Um,
Yeah. Um,
his ruby red, arcane light eyes kind of dart around, and he says, "Oh, uh, uh, I don't know if this is better or worse."
I will fucking use my 5th level slot and cast Greater Restoration.
what?
Okay.
Let's say I don't think I have that level of shit.
I just figured out I did.
uh, Now, a little more mentally here, the Lich, as you walk towards him, says, Hold on, hold on, let's talk about this. What are you doing to me?"
uh, restoring something that was once lost.
Give me a few minutes, guys.
Okay.
No, I mean you keep telling the story. I'll
No,
get a catch up on it. Just keep going.
sure, sure. Just chat. Um, so you cast Restoration. Greater.
Yep.
The Lesser Restoration sort of lays out this arcane strings of being in a huge puzzle that you would have no hope of ever aligning. Casting Greater Restoration aligns it all as building blocks of this like sand castle that you can move and shift with greatest of ease, as though you were an architect. It all just comes so naturally to you, weaving your hands in the arcane ether to restore what this jumble of mush into a perfectly formed like center. Doing so, um, Xanther screams a little at this. It's jarring for him. He gives out a plaintive wail. Once you step back, um, you see him uh, looking around, uh, shocked. He's like, oh my God!" You feel uh, a blast of arcane energy as the skull lifts into the air,
Oh
and his
shit.
a body, skeletal, clothed in simple purple garb, materializes under the skull, filling it out as a regular sized humanoid. The skeleton walks bipedal beside you now and is kind of feeling its own body, shocked to be corporeal once again.
I'll tell him. Bet you're glad I didn't smash that phylactery.
He says, "Oh, dear boy, yes, yes, thank you. I never would have thought I'd be myself again. Um, it was like watching a pinprick of light from the shadows. My mental faculties destroyed."
Mm.
He says, thank you for this."
You are welcome.
Uh,
He
do you need any
quickly,
clothes?
he's wearing
He's
purple
robed.
robes,
He's
but
robed.
um, quickly he goes over to his phylactery and snatches it with his hand. That's when you guys are going to stop him.
I'm okay.
He holds it close to his person. Um, he says,
Let him do what he pleases.
What are you doing here? Not to rescue me, surely. No one would rescue an old lich."
We're here to
Oh,
rescue everyone else.
we might have if we knew you were. We're actually here to go ahead and murder the guy that put you here.
We're looking for the sword.
Oh, his brother's sword. Broken, but not forever. Uh, I can assist you with that.
Really?
But this will call us even. Do you agree?
I agree. But what do you plan to do once you're out on your own?
He thinks
None of
for
your
a
business.
moment. He says, "The world has left me by many hundreds of years ago.
You're gonna love indoor plumbing. It's fantastic.
I can't give you an honest answer."
Can you put eyeglass?
As long as you use your powers to stand against Strahd, I have no quarrel with you.
He thinks for a moment, rubs the solid bone of his chin. If Strahd attempts to halt me again, I will stand with my full power against him.
Then why not join us to prove a point?
Says, I have no interest in that.
Well, you just said if you stood against him, you'd bring your full power to him.
If he tries to halt me,
Yeah, I feel like he's not looking for the fight. He's just kind of.
Well, I'm just
If the fight
saying.
comes to him, he'll fuck him up. But other than that, he's going to use his free time to do whatever he wants.
I'm just saying, any type of stand against him is better to make sure that we all end it at one time instead of possibly waiting to see if he survives any.
Oh, whatever, man. It's fine. As long as you help us with the getting things situated, I think we can call it like that.
I knew I could have snatched his phylactery before he got to it and everything, but
No, well, yeah,
just didn't feel right.
we'll take the sword and its restoration as the even trade.
to go lower in this cursed place, you need simply a word. Um, if you didn't already know it, the word is devotion. Speak it at the dais, and your way will be revealed.
Uh, will you be accompanying us to go throughout these catacombs?
I will not.
Uh,
I intend to leave this place as
Fucking
soon as I
hell,
can.
well, if you guys have no more questions for him, I would say enjoy your new freedom.
yeah, man. Hey, is there any way for us to contact you just in case? We need to in the future.
As he's leaving, he looks back at you all and says, I doubt this will be the last time we meet. And then he leaves.
Is that a threat? What's your problem, bro? We just helped you. What a dick move.
You're in the inn and you hear him masturbating in the bushes.
Sounds like a xylophone.
Yeah.
What's the Lich's problem? He doesn't have a problem. He just speaks ominously. That's what he does.
I'm here to tell you I'm gonna
It's your
shit.
fucking problem.
You ready, motherfucker? All right, so let's go head on over to the dais.
Day.
The word problem solved. Though you had some of the ingredients from the dead wizard, he had made headway on it, though he didn't have the pieces in the right order.
I do
Nonetheless,
remember something about the word devotion.
you helped the Lich, getting you a shortcut and the entrance password.
You glad we didn't just smash him? You're like, well,
Is
now I have to.
Barovia gonna be glad
Is
he didn't
that, yeah,
smash
Oh, I
him?
don't give a fuck.
we're,
Fuck
we're
these
really good
people.
guys sometimes.
These people are the sickest fucks I've ever seen. The motherfuckers cooking kids into the pies and shit. We
It's true.
Yeah, let's get offered in the pie.
Like hard
fucking,
reset.
fucking old bitch backstabbing everybody.
Oh god.
You get back to the room where the guardian was, as well as the dead wizard and the statue and the floating skulls, among other things. The large stone dais, roughly 3 or 4 inches raised above the ground, with the sort of frenetic paint-like colors all around it, and this sort of beautiful art. Um, what do you do? Hmm.
I hover over it ominously, like I'm about to build Frankenstein, and
Like you're a lich?
I say devotion.
Speaking the word, the large circular slab curls away from its place with a loud, abrasive screech of long resting metal and stone. The slab moves about half of its own width to the left, revealing a large hole in the floor with a spiraling stone stairs going down into the utter darkness below.
Hmm.
That's what I wanted. More scary shit.
I'll say, oh look, a hidey hole, and I run right into it.
I will prepare myself, and then
For
I will
my burial.
descend. I will descend down the hole.
I'm surprised none of you were interested in the Warhammer.
I thought it
I
was gone.
Can't
was.
use it.
Yeah,
Is it not gone?
pretty niche. No, it's just hanging there.
What? I thought that was his phylactery. I'm so
I'm not
confused.
melee, so I don't need it, but it's very cool.
The purple triangular gem was his phylactery. That's what he
Yeah,
Oh,
the hammer it was gonna drop on it, or it's there to taunt him.
he's gonna quickly hide it somewhere
Yeah.
deep in a mountain or on the ocean or something.
In the usual place, in his ass, which
The
is
last
just his
place you
hip bones.
expect.
Yeah.
Um, Going down, the large spiral staircase goes down far, far into the depths of the mountain. The cold darkness is crushing here, and the hole in the center seems to go down and down forever, surely leading to an instant death should a skeleton kick you off suddenly.
Mm. I know what that's like.
The huge spiral continues on and on and on, dark, dangerously narrow, giving you a strong sense of vertigo and a even stronger sense of unease as you go down and down. Finally, you arrive at the bottom.
Hmm.
The ominous dour stone walls are a far cry from the beautiful temple above. As you enter, candles everywhere on the floor and the walls magically alight, offering you a left and right pathway. All around you, you see what looks to be wizards and warriors, and soldiers and rogues, all sorts of different people choosing the life of combat and adventure and whatever else other reasons they might be here. All of them are trapped quite literally in amber. You see men and women in the middle of casting spells, swinging swords, blocking, praying, begging, all sorts of this this huge menagerie of just life frozen in time in this amber. Their features are clear as day, but colored with a yellow, cold opaqueness.
Mm. I don't have
dead
enough
or are they
restoration
just
spells.
are they dead?
Uh, you, you could only assume.
Okay. I really don't know what to do from here. It's a good.
There's a left and right path lit by candles.
Anything different about either one?
Nope, it seems to be kind of a mirror.
It's a toss up.
I'll take a ball bearing and chunk it down the right pathway.
Avoiding any of the statues trapped in time, you hit the edge and it kind of hits the stone with a dull thud and continues on forward to where you can't see it.
Any scurrying or shifting?
Nope, not a thing.
I'll repeat on the left side as well.
The same exact thing happens. No reaction to it.
Alright, fellas, which way do you want to go?
Left.
Why, you just go with your left hand?
I don't know why. I was gonna choose the right, but then I was like, I'm probably wrong, so I'll choose the left.
Well,
Well, you can lead the way
I
then,
don't think it's
Chris.
going to make a difference one way or the other, also.
in any case, the candle pathways lead in a big mirrored square, uh, which show many, many sarcophagi on the walls placed into the rock. They line the walls, skeletons exposed from the top, sort of Skyrim, you know, with the skeletons in the entombed in the walls. Very similar to that. These are sort of unceremoniously buried, just sort of placed here. Um, you reach the edge after walking a good ways through all of these sarcophagi. Um, you reach the entrance to a very large room. It seems the path on the other side is a mirror of the one you're on.
Hmm.
In the large room, you see 4 doors dotting, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Each has a huge circular stone, just like you saw as the dais on the first floor, but they're upright and serving as a large door. More importantly, you see 4 people angrily arguing over what to do about one of these doors. They appear rather druid-like, with strange filigrees and totems adorning their body. One man in particular bears a bear skull mask, and is flanked by 2 spectral panthers with strange vestiges on their bodies. The panthers sit patiently at their master's side, while he stares at the door in thought. The people behind him argue back and forth, not noticing you. You overhear, maybe we should break down the damn door. And the other one says, maybe we should just come back. I feel like these might be trapped as well. Um, the other one says, no, it's just arcane lock. If we all push on it, we can get it open. And to which the other one says, yeah, that's what they want you to do, and it's just going to explode or something like that. They no, arguing with each other, and they do not notice you.
I misty step in front of in front of the main guy.
Okay, let me set you up.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh,
I forgot to get on roll 20. My bad. Let me
oh.
sign in. Oh, sorry. All right. What's that? Got to move some people around. Let me see what page you guys are on. There you are. So
Enemies. Yeah, that's right. 27.
yes, instant death.
James is gonna get left his fucking ass behind us. You know?
So again, you see, they're sort of druid types. I mean, you're making assumptions, I guess, but they sort of have that wild look to them, along with their animal companions. Calgath, you teleport into the center.
Hell yeah.
The bear-shaped mask that the man is wearing, he recoils a bit at your sudden arrival. The what would they be called?
Acolyte. Something. Not acolytes.
These are that's the word. Yes, his displacer beasts.
Oh my god, dude, are you fucking serious? I thought you said they were panthers.
They're shaped like panthers. They have weird
Yeah,
vestiges.
Jesus.
They're going to attack you instantly. They are
Fucking hell.
they are faster than Misty Step thought about being. They're
gonna
faster
die.
than their master's word, so they're going to get an attack. I mean, you surprised them, and they're animals.
Why do I
and
just
they're
always
fast.
assume these people are gonna talk to me?
Oh, Jesus.
What's your AC again?
37. No.
I was about to say, if it is 37, I want to know why. I share
It's
that information
16,
with
but
me.
I'm immune to crits.
Oh, that's
Immune.
right. Okay, I'll keep that in
Immune.
mind.
Immune.
How are you immune to crits again?
My armor. My adamantine breastplate. I got from
That's really cool.
Skullman. Skullmask
Fast
man.
as lightning, faster than. The 2 panthers engage on you, protecting their master, and you are buffeted by this rapid, impossible to see flurry of blows. Though each one maybe not as powerful as a strike from you or one of your compatriots, the speed and the flurry of them, you're going to take. Some of them hit for 13 total from each displacer.
Oh, can I call and go, whoa, I'm sorry, please don't hit him. He's an idiot.
Well,
Good
the displacer beast master will also be saying that as you're saying that. Is whoa, reaching for something in his belt. The others getting position, and sudden. This all happens in an instant. Maybe slower to the displacer beast. What's everyone doing?
I'm just on the ground going, ah, it's a panther!
I'm looking at him and I'm holding my hands up and saying, peace, peace, peace. Everything's fine. No, we don't mean harm.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh,
John
dear
puts a
God.
noose back in his pocket.
Let me check to see if I have my real dice, because I don't know what it's like. Kids keep taking this, putting all the dice. It's
How about a 19 for persuasion for call it off? Call him off.
You're like, no, it was ironically jumping at you with teleportation.
It
I
was
was
an
gonna just fuck
accident.
with
It
it.
was a prank.
It was
Yeah, it was a prank. That's what happens to all those fucking stupid
just a
ass
prank, bro.
YouTube people. Persuasion. Oh, that's a 6.
Oh god.
Hey, it's funny prank. Wow, it's Panthers. Wow.
There's this book series called The Expanse, and there's this guy in it that he doesn't know anything about guns or combat or being bandits or anything like that, but he's kind of roped into the world, and he's like his group and another group are arguing, and he tries to look tough, and he cocks his shotgun, right? And that starts everybody just killing each other, and it's this
Oh my
horrible
god.
nightmare. And they're like, "What the fuck were you doing?" And he's like, "I've seen it in movies. They cock their shotgun, you know." It's like, no, you are you crazy? People are gonna assume you're gonna shoot them, you know. That's what I always
Yeah.
think about when you kind of engage like that. Teleports in front of his face. Um,
Oh
uh,
shit.
Clear. They can't really hear
Dathis.
you as well. Wait, Dathis. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. It's like an
Clear is
Excel
long
sheet.
dead.
Yeah, it's an Excel sheet. No, I gotta read. Dathis. They can't hear you as well, but they do hear you, Calgath. You're kind of in the center, and
I'm in the
you're like,
fucking
whoa,
danger
whoa, whoa,
zone,
whoa,
man.
whoa, 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 whoa. The leader, supposedly of the group, at least of the Panthers, says, "Put down your weapons now." To Calgath.
I have no weapons out.
You have one on your body.
Oh. Yeah, I'll chuck him on the ground. My bow. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, a mace. I do have a mace.
They calm at this. The panther's still kind of snarling, though they make no growl. They just expose their teeth. They're quiet. They're very quiet. Um, he says, "What was your plan? To give me a heart attack?"
Yeah, I just thought I'd mess with you.
I'm gonna call out and be like, "My brother is an idiot. We're sorry. For the love of God, please don't kill him. He is the last brother of mine. The other one is already dead."
Um, they say, uh, uh, "We don't have to shed blood, but you're being very untrustworthy so far with your
Yeah,
shenanigans."
he's a dumbass.
It says, "What do you want from us?"
I don't really
Well,
want anything. We just saw you and we were curious if you were thralls of Strahd or if you were here to take him down.
Um, let me. They say we are no thralls of anyone. Um, we seek only treasure to better ourselves with.
did you guys miss the room with like the big gym and the big ornate mace? You know, like right there.
Um, they say, looking at the doorway that was presented to us, we thought that going in there would surely be instant death.
Well,
Don't
let me
worry.
tell you what happened.
We took care of the
Uh,
lich that was in there.
yep, there was a all powerful lich. He did us a favor. You guys missed out. Some treasure hunters
They
you
look
are.
at each other more of like, oh yeah, we were right. Like a lich was in there. That makes sense. The
I was going to tell them
Zank
to defeat
art.
the lich, James, instead
Yeah,
of
that's
that.
Dave. He's a nice guy. Yeah.
um, they not relaxing exactly, but not killing you or anything like that. Trying to. Um, they say, "Well, we want the treasure, and we don't want to share it, so we have a bit of a problem here."
We'll tell them we're not here for any treasure. We're only here for an item that's meant to be used to kill Straw.
It says, "Kill Strahd." What? Do you think this is a fairy tale or something?
No, in fact, we know it to be the truth because we've already done a fair amount of things beforehand. Tell
Don't
me.
listen to these guys. We don't know that the sword does anything. It's
No,
just an
no.
old sword. We're just looking for it. It doesn't. It's not worth anything to you guys.
They say, one person speaking, then the leader will speak, and then the girl will speak. We're all just conversing, right? I'm just not doing voices or anything like that.
Yeah.
One of them says, "You surely can see how we would have some trouble believing you."
Fine. You want proof? Have you ever heard of
You know
the...
what, wait, I'm gonna stop John and say, don't tell them how much it's worth, even though I've already done some of that. Just explain to them that's an old shitty sword, pretty much, because if it can kill Strahd, they're obviously gonna want more money for it.
Um, they say, "Oh, prove it then. Open one of these vaults up for us."
Alright, fine.
Fuck
Have you
that.
guys checked them for traps?
That's what we were in the middle of before you decided to jump in the center of us.
Alright,
Yeah.
fine.
Well, your awareness of your surroundings is just astounding.
Go ahead, check it for traps. If it's not trapped, I'll open it.
Well, it's he says, "Well, you're the ones on the holy quest. I think you should check it for traps."
You were here before us, already trying to get ahead.
As soon as we turn our backs to check this for traps, you're going to stab us in it.
If we were gonna stab you, you'd already be dead.
You actually wouldn't have heard me coming, so...
My panthers would have been on you before you could blink.
Not so sure about that.
Maybe, but there's only two Panthers and there's three of us.
Oh, were those panthers? I thought I was getting bitten by mice.
It's, all right, well, back to the original problem. I suppose we'll just have to settle it now.
Jesus
I'd
Christ.
rather just open one of these fucking doors. Would you just calm down? We don't want this shit inside. We just want this old sword. That's it. You're welcome to all the rest of the shit. Even that really awesome mace back there, if you want it. We cleared the room
Yep.
for you and everything.
Yep. Free. All yours. We don't want it.
He points to the door across from the one that they are at and says, "Go ahead."
Okay. I'll walk up and cast Find Traps.
I will put my weapons back on me. I'm not gonna take them out, like wield them, but I'm picking back up.
They make no. You don't threaten them with the weapon, so they don't stop you or anything. You just sense no traps from this door.
All right. John, are you going to open it or do you want me? There's no traps.
Yeah, I'll open it.
I'll step to the side.
Give me a strength check.
A strength check?
Mm-hmm.
Well, natural 20. So 21.
Jeez.
That may not be enough. Hold on, let me look.
Oh, yeah.
What's the DC? What's the DC? One second.
It's all
It's
good.
about 10. We'll call it good. It's just a door. Anyway,
Nonchalant. Just a dope.
the vault you open. It is painstaking. You feel that the tendons in your shoulders ripping as the lock finally breaks. The invisible, seemingly non-existent lock snaps. Perhaps arcane in nature, you might say. Um, and the door it's huge. It's like this big circular door, and you slide it up, and it makes this horrible rock on rock uh, screeching noise, and you open it big enough to slip through, which is about all your arms alone can do. Um, but you open it into a pretty interesting place. There is, let me think. There is these more sarcophagi, but these are incredibly ornate. These are like beautiful, all emboldened with gold and ruby. They're kind of gold coins that look very old, but are still just made of gold. And jewelry has been ordained on these sarcophagi as like buried in death, like Vikings or pharaohs or whatever. They would have their wealth kind of buried with them. And on each of there's two in this room. They're separated, they're spread apart in this big room, and they're sort of heaped with riches. The sarcophagi face has one has a very unfortunate looking woman who seems to be afflicted with some sort of disease, and the other one has a very beautiful woman with you can't tell the color because it's relieved in like gold, but she has super long hair. um, that's like the death's head that's on the top of these two sarcophaguses, and there's another circular door after it. That's what you see when you enter the room.
Mm. Yeah, don't give too much away, Garrett.
Trying to paint the picture.
Oh, yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
really
theater of the
cool.
mind can be a bitch sometimes.
Yes, good God, there's so many things. But yes, there's a lot of riches in here as well as these sarcophagi. What do you do?
Not touch any of them to make sure that shit
Are there
doesn't
any
turn into Joe's house.
sarcophagirls?
They are both girls, actually. Sorry. In the sarcophagirls.
Sarcophagus women. Are they going to punch me in the sarcophagus?
Right in the sarcophagus.
A bit warily, your druid friends also enter behind you, giving you a wide berth. Seeing the riches, they sort of watch for you for a while, assuming you don't do anything, and then they begin collecting.
I sit down and start tending my wounds. I'm gonna cast some healing spells on myself.
Okay. Didn't you guys long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got bitten by 2 panthers.
You did?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Instant.
Yeah, we did. We stopped right outside the room before going any further and took a long rest.
Oh, yeah.
So, are you guys doing anything, or are you just letting them kind of bag up all the gold they want?
Oh yeah, bag it all up. Bag up the cursed gold. Do it.
Yeah, man, I'm not interested. Not even remotely curious about that
They're
shit.
probably gonna do something to get themselves killed anyway, and then I'll just loot their dead bodies.
One of the druids goes to grab a piece of rare jewels. One of the druids tries to get the jewels from the top of one of the sarcophagi. As he's fiddling with it, he appears to activate something.
Oh, of
All
course he does.
the magically lit candelabras in the room extinguish. From this sarcophagus, a green, sickly, gray-green light rises about a foot above it, and it's this shining star. Um, from a voice within the light, it says, "My name is Feek, the Queen of Pox. I offer you a dark gift."
Mm.
And all the druids and
I'm
everyone look
not
at
in
each
there.
other and look at you. No one knows
I'm
what to do.
Oh,
I'm
look at
gonna
them. Be
tell
like,
them.
I'm not touching all the fucked up gold. That's y'all's problem.
I'll say, hold on there, druids. Who do you worship?
They worship not Feek.
I've
Sylvanas.
not heard. Mm.
Druid god, you know.
I'll ask them. Would your god be pleased with you making a deal with this thing?
You get a mixed answer. Perhaps one of the more religious people in the druids party says, "Oh, good lord, this is some abhorrence to nature. This is undeath. Surely it must be." While two of the others are like, "Well, I mean, this could be very powerful. Maybe we should think about it." So you get kind of a mixed answer.
Is the thing just sitting there floating like, yes,
Yes,
deliberate?
it's expecting an answer.
Do I get the impression that it is going to have a malicious intent for this gift?
I don't know if you can do insight onto a floating green ball. Uh,
It's
star
still
energy.
floating and it's green. You don't know.
I
It's hard to
mean,
tell.
do you want me to do a religion check?
No, that's.
It'd be
I don't know if
history,
they're.
if anything.
Yeah, because you know who it is.
I don't know if that'd
Uh,
tell you if there's a cost or not, but
no, that's a
They
if you
are
12.
want it.
I'm gonna roll
certainly.
religion out of. It's never mind. It's a fuck.
That's a yeah, that's a 12 on my end.
Yeah, and this is ancient history, but she was someone important, that's for sure.
Well,
This is a spirit, correct?
Yes.
Are you about to animate
I
dead?
channel divinity. I turn undead.
Oh my God, James, you're an idiot.
No, fuck this thing. It needs to
This
go
is
away.
gonna. This is gonna turn bad.
It's going to interpret your action as a no, and it dissipates into the air. The dark gift unreceived.
I'll
The
be doing
druids
that
looked
Gandalf. Begone! Shit.
the druids looked over to the other sarcophagus and kind of look at you guys like, well, there's another one.
I'll say, go ahead and open it. I'm the king of touching shit I'm not supposed to, and I can tell you right now, you're gonna fucking kill yourselves.
One of the
see,
druids
we
Is that
we open
will
wrong?
this we open this up for you to loot everything. So, have fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go look for a thing. We're gonna go talk to a man about a horse.
One of the druids looks to the man in the bear skull mask, who gives a small nod. He goes up to the sarcophagal, um, places his hand on it, and seems to wait for a second. Then kind of moves his hand all around, gets a little closer to it, and finally seems to activate whatever, if you could even call it that, from the sarcophagi. A silver blue light arises, maybe 1 foot above it. Uh, the lights dim, and you hear a voice. My name is Zrin Hala, the Howling Storm.
Ooh.
I offer you a dark gift.
Oh man, this is gonna be a dark gift.
I just told the last one of you fucks to fuck off. What are y'all doing?
Wait. What is? Can I roll history on this one?
Sure. Sure.
Oh, what's the guy's name? Shrim Allah.
It's a person's name, Zrin Hala.
How do you spell Shrim? Wait, you said religion or what? History.
Yeah, history, ZRIN
That
dash
would be a nat 20.
Hala. it's it's ancient history, but this was just a very powerful general long before Strahd and his family took over Barovia. Um, this woman was said to bring storms in her wake, not only of fighting men, but of actual storms to call down lightning on the battlefield. Whether that was ever true or not has lost to history, but she was a very powerful and respected general.
Uh, I'll
Just
look
don't
at.
like the dark gift.
It's gonna have some negative thing. I know it.
You're gonna like lose your toe, or your toe's gonna be all kinked to the side like your toes.
King
All
to the
right. I already got two of those, man. Come on, my toes look like I got run over by a truck.
It
The
do.
druid, the druid who activated it says, "I
No, I'm gonna
accept."
interrupt and say I accept your gift,
I accept it. It's mine. It's mine.
and I'll look at him and say, "We told you you could have the gold, you dumbass."
Wow.
Accepting the dark gift,
Jesus
the
Christ.
light flies into your body. You're warmed from within for a moment. Um, as a final gift to the living, this buried, interred general of men, once long before Strahd or before this place was evil or anything like that, gives you the ability to cast lightning bolt as an action.
I thought it was gonna be call lightning. I was like, this is fucked up.
How do I do
I don't know how
that?
you add a spell that you can't
Yeah, you might
have.
just have to make it in your notes or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of wacky.
If you
Okay.
want, you could have a class that has that, and you can just kind of put the spell slot to the appropriate spell slot that you have. Like you probably only have like level 3 spells or something.
Uh,
If
I'll
you go to
figure it out.
spells, on the right side it says manage spells.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but there's nothing that's like
it doesn't. Yeah,
add
it
mystery
doesn't let
spell.
you. Doesn't let you add that.
And it's probably the base, which is, I think, a 3rd level spell.
All right, I'm gonna figure that out for the time
Yep,
being.
yep.
Strange.
Continue.
Yeah, it's as soon as this dark gift is received, you do feel a sag on the side of your face. A hot
Ooh.
Man, he struck me.
scar. Uh, hot scar is kind of embedded on the right side of your face. All scar tissue going up in frenetic, wild strikes, as though you were struck by lightning on one side of your body.
Glad
Uh,
I didn't pick the pox chick. That's got herpes or
uh,
something.
you permanently lose um, 2 dexterity.
Oh,
Not
oh my
charisma
god! Oh my god!
for his scar?
That's tough. How do I end that?
But you can cast lightning bolt now.
Oh,
I feel like I got fucked here.
what a price for a ranger! What a price!
See,
You
Lightning,
click
lightning
on
bolt's pretty good.
dexterity, and you can go to other modifier
all right.
and click down.
Oof.
You just got to
Took
keep
away
track
my.
of it because it's not going to give you
No,
a fort.
it automatically did it for me. I'm trying to figure out a way to add a spell, so we can continue.
Uh, the druid who you interrupted says, "Hey, I thought we had an agreement. This counts. This has value. You're going back on your deal."
I'll tell
Uh,
him. Look at his face now.
I'd say I'm gonna speak up and be like, you said you wanted the treasure, physical treasure, gold. You didn't say anything about weird gifts from dead people, motherfucker. So don't make me cast lightning bolt on your ass.
The druids convene and say, "Keep away from us, or else." And they're going to
I'm gonna
quickly go
look
to
at
a
him and
different.
go, bitch.
They're still hobbling around in the vault.
They left. They have left the room you were in, or going
Ah.
to, and going to their own to see what is left for them.
Who all is in this moment in the room?
Just us.
Yeah, just you guys. Unless you're wanting to stop the druids, they're going to leave you to your own devices.
I'm not in the room. I was tending my wounds.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you guys? Did the other two? Did you guys follow them into the room? Oh, I guess you did.
Yeah, we had to. I opened the door for him.
Well,
Which there's another door behind them.
Yes, there's another door in this room.
So
They're going
damn
to
it.
some other vault,
yeah,
trying
so
to
I
get more
guess I'm gonna
treasure.
continue looking at this door.
Just looking at it.
Yeah, it looks like a door.
Isn't it
So
so tempting, John?
I'll see if it's trapped, just because I don't want Dathis to keep wasting spells trying to find traps.
Before you start digging around, as you get closer to it, you notice that it is ajar, not a door.
What's a jar?
The door is ajar.
I
It
I
is
was
very.
actually laughing my ass off about that exact thing because And I'm not joking. I wrote it as a line in this book that I'm writing, and I'm like, the door's ajar.
Garrett, are you sure
How many
your
feet does he
fiance is
have?
not pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Like, oh
Telling
god.
all them dad jokes.
Then I'll
I
guess
feel the power.
I guess I'll look around and make sure to see if there's any if it was recently opened.
Recently opened. How would you tell that?
Fresh
Yeah,
dust hasn't collected where it slid past.
This place is actually pristine, clean wise. Even the corpses and the skeletons are all picked as though they
now
were scrubbed. It's very
What
strange.
level is lightning bolt?
third level probably.
Yeah, you can empower it, unfortunately, but you can cast it.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. How to put it in.
Now, when we entered the room, did it look like it was already open? Because you didn't say that when we walked in. You described the room. There was a set of doors there.
That's true. You have to get closer to it because it's a very small ajar level. It's very tiny. It's not like a. You can maybe fit through if you got on your hands and knees and crawled through the like bottom left, because it's circular. But it is a small crack in the door.
Mm. Yeah, we'll try and get through there.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard for you to fit, but if you crush up against the door, it opens. The lock has been broken at some point recently or not, so it kind of it opens not easily, but it's also not arcane locked by any means. And you're able to fit through. As you get in, the large room is full to the brim with books, tomes, scrolls, and more. Spiny, medium-sized, lizard-like creatures walking on all fours are poring over these books. They're odd reptilian things with a single huge green eye taking up most of their heads. As they absorb information, the words seem to literally leave the pages as they're taken in by the creatures, leaving only blank pages behind. As you all enter, they all sort of lock on with their giant eye towards the new entries, and you are immediately accosted with charisma checks. Everyone.
Who needs gold when you can have big lizards trying to rape you?
It's the best way to live, you know.
As they peer into you.
That is a 19.
You're fine.
You said charisma check.
Yep.
Is any of this charmed or being put to sleep?
That's a nat 20. My God, I get these rolls like a motherfucker tonight. I'm so proud of myself.
I think D&D Beyond's broken, and just every roll you get in this could be nat 20.
I've gotten some very good rolls tonight, and I'm not about to fucking talk shit about it tonight. So I'm serious. I never get rolls like this, man. I'm just gonna keep it for whatever I fucking got.
So are any of these being put to sleep or charmed?
No.
Okay. That's an 11.
One tiny failure out of the group.
Surprisingly, it's John, too.
That is surprising.
Wrong character.
John, you all feel your minds being probed as though your head was being kind of poked by a doctor or something, a phrenologist, kind of poking around in your mind. John, you feel them kind of unlock a door deep in your mind. Some secret you have is revealed to them. You know this in your heart somehow.
The lizard knows I wear briefs. Oh no.
That's it, though. They otherwise let you alone, ravenously going after their collected books.
Are they stealing the knowledge from us? Or just reading it?
Yeah. Does it feel like I don't know that secret anymore?
That is an excellent question. As you
No.
think about it, it does seem to be leaving you. Like a dream, trying to remember it as soon as you wake up. Whatever it was.
All right.
Alright. Fucking hell.
But otherwise, the strange knowledge suckers let you alone.
Now, is there anything else in
Oh.
this room other than books and these cyclop lizards?
Books, scrolls, tomes. You could probably put two and two together and see that they're taking knowledge from the library above, sneaking it down here, eating it. Other than that, is in an empty room.
Dathis, why don't you throw some of those wizard books down on the floor for these things
Why would I do such a thing?
No.
to distract
No, no,
them?
no, 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 no,
And then what?
Then
no,
they're gonna learn the fucking
no,
spells, James.
no. I got it.
Okay.
I will take out the hag journal and throw it on the floor.
They're gonna learn all the shit from the hag journal, though, won't they?
John, you just want more of those pies.
A new piece of
I
information.
mean, I have
They
4 of
all
them. I don't need more of them.
quickly scurry to it and sort of fight for place. There's like six of them, and they all kind of grab the book out of each other's hands, trying to look with their giant eyes as words are literally absorbed from the page. And another one will kind of shoulder the other one out of the way and start looking. Uh, they're very interested in a brand new book for sure, and are quite distracted.
We're gonna keep moving through the room past.
Yeah. What did we forget, by the way?
John forgot
It
something.
was me.
What he doesn't.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you forgot something. Otherwise, the room is empty. No other pathways.
All right. Well, we'll leave from in here.
Yeah.
Heading back, the two now inert sarcophagi sit quietly. Most of the treasure has been grubbily gathered, though there is still smatterings of gold and jewelry here and there if you wanted to take the time and grab it.
Yep. They don't need to know. Fuck them.
You get roughly 35 gold in gold pieces here and there, a couple of gold rings, a couple of small things of jewelry. Roughly 35 gold worth. You can all just sum it in a gold.
All right.
As you enter the vault, room with the doors, there is three more doors. Well, two doors unopened, one opened. Other than the one you're leaving, obviously.
I feel like we should go into those other rooms.
Uh, y'all do that. I'm gonna stealth up on the.
I was gonna say, why don't you get stealth and then see
Yeah,
what's up?
I'm gonna
He
stealth
does have
up
those
too.
displacer beasts though, so
Yeah, well, it depends if they can see me.
I'm pretty sure they can see you.
Here, can they see a 29?
They're pretty good at seeing, but 29 is also pretty high. Probably not. So you're sneaking up on the druids?
Yeah. I'm just gonna stay right in the shadows and see what they're doing.
Going in the now open door, you see the druids. They have entered another room matching uh, the one you just left from. There are two more sarcophagi, both adorned with gold jewelry, swords, and tapestry, telling great tales, etc., etc. Um, One of the sarcophagi face death mask relieved is of a very old man, sort of overweight. You can see his double chin sticking out. He seems very jolly and happy. Um, the other
That's
sarcoph-
Santa Claus!
the other sarcophagi is a stark difference. A rail thin face. You can see the high cheekbones even in the death mask. Another older man, but seemingly uh, near starving, with a very unpleasant look on his face.
And it looks like they didn't touch any of those given the prior experiences, huh?
They haven't yet. They're still collecting gold and discussing what they're going to do.
Alright, then I'll just keep watching them to see what they do.
What are the rest of you doing?
Waiting for Johnny to get back.
Okay. Uh, they collect a big bag of gold. One of them ties it to their belt, as well as the more expensive jewelry and the better looking, odds and ends, bits and baubles. Finally, the Druids collect their bravery and place a hand on the larger man's sarcophagi. Um, a purple green light appears about 1 foot above the sarcophagus. It says, "I am Savnok, the Inscrutable, and I offer you a dark gift."
Christ.
The druids all look at themselves, kind of discussing it. Um, they look around. One of them finally says, "I accept," bravely. You see a small white halo, for complete lack of a better word, form around his head. Uh, he tries to feel it, and his hands go right through. But you see it's there, it's permanently. You have no idea what it's doing or what it does. Uh, but he tries to feel it, and it's not there. And the other druids are kind of pointing at it and wondering. Um, but the cost of this seems quite great. Um, you see his eyes leave from his sockets as though
Oh
they were
shit.
wiped away into dust.
True.
A sort of Elden Ring boss death, turning into flakes of dust that fly out. He immediately falls to his knees and says, "Oh, my eyes! I can't see! I can't see! I can't see!" The other druids rush to him, trying to comfort him and see, what's going on. But the halo around his head does not leave. You are not sure what is going on with that.
Mm.
And I'll say nothing and stay hidden.
Hmm. They will spend some time tending to their compatriot. His looking in from the shadows, he kind of looks towards your way. Looks being a very giving statement since he doesn't have eyes anymore. It's just empty sockets. Um,
He faces the
yeah,
general
yeah.
direction.
He turns his face that direction. um, yeah, it's crazy. But that halo is still upon his head. Um, the druids spend a good bit of time helping him, dusting him off, and um, uh, after a few minutes, he kind of gets his bearings, and he's like, I can see the arcane energies in the room," and he's kind of in his own world, and he's wandering around as though he can see something the others can't, and they kind of direct him and push him back. But this cost of the gift, no matter how great, seems to be a little much for them, and they do not approach the other sarcophagus. There's only one.
James, man, you gotta go get that other one.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
Well, my right into the game, man. What the fuck is gonna happen?
They
You
seem to
lost
cut
two
their
decks.
losses.
I lost 2 decks, yeah, but I mean that's not that big of a deal.
You're a fucking ranger.
Uh, does the door behind them look like it's open?
No, it does not. But there's a door behind them. It does not look open though.
All right, I will slip out that room and not be in the way whenever they start making their way out,
Right.
and head to the other
Um,
side, back with the group.
you're. Oh, back to the group. Okay. Yeah. Getting ahead of them before they leave the same door you're in. You guys pass each other. The druids seem to be cutting their losses with several big heaping piles of treasure. They're calling it a day after what happened.
I'll ask them, do you want your friend to be healed of his curse that he accepted?
They look at each other. You're willing to do this?
Not for free.
What do you want?
Drop all of the gold that you have and meet me in Valaki.
You're gonna be like, oh, deal with shit.
The druid with the strange white halo. I mean, it's not like a literal angel halo, but there's not lack of a better word. It's like this energy that's circling his head in a halo shape. It's crazy. He says, I don't need my eyes any longer."
I'll
The other
tell
druids
him,
seem to say, "Oh, well, all right then."
I'll tell him that's foolish. You're clearly suffering. And that
They're
gold
going.
is suffering even more.
They're going to leave, not wanting to speak with you any longer.
Fucking Panthers.
You sure you don't want the rest of the gold in here? I mean,
Shut up, Joe.
there's a whole other room. Thought you wanted it all. What happened to that?
This will serve us for our lifetime. I'm
Oh.
assured of that.
Okay, so yeah, you only get 2 rooms. Well, not even 2 full rooms, and then you touch
Oh,
a
yeah, you're gonna be a
coffin,
bitch.
and some fat guy shows up, and you don't like what's being done to you. That's enough for you.
They did collect a lot of treasure.
By the
They've
way,
got some heavy belts on them. They think they're good for a while.
by the way, I believe you said something about your panthers seeing me before I saw them. Was that correct?
The Panthers make no reaction to this, but the bear mask man says, what does he say? He says, yes, of course. There's nothing faster than a displacer beast.
Oh, so that's why you didn't touch the the skinny coffin, and the moment the halo showed up, y'all started touching it, and he lost his eyes because they disintegrated into dust, right? But how would I know that if your beast would have seen me?
He's a little taken aback by that. He's like, he looks down at one of the displacer beasts who gives a wide yawn.
Like, fucking cares.
He just, let's go now. And they go to walk out angrily.
I'll say, watch out for the trap.
What? I need to know. He said his beast could see me, and obviously they're just a bunch of pussies.
You guys want to keep looking at this other sarcophagus?
Patrick's just really curious about the fucking one that's about to turn him into a skeleton.
Dude, there's gotta be cool ones. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do a
No,
second
none of them
one,
have been cool. How do you not learn?
no.
Well, no. I mean, we have a whole other vault to open, and we have one more room to look at, and the one that.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna probably do
All right,
that.
all right. We go and fuck with the other sarcophagus. You
Yeah,
happy?
you guys are stacking up rooms. You have another room and 2 more vaults, which presumably this all seems to be a mirror of each other. It's all the same construction. So
So
lots of doors to look through. You're gonna go look through the other vault.
Yeah. I go slap on Skinny Girl's face.
Let me see. Which one is this? Okay. Savnok. Approaching the sarcophagus, the thin.
Which one of this is this?
the other one, the thin one,
This the
Only-
thin guy.
the malnourished.
The gaunt lady.
Very gaunt
Okay.
man.
Oh, is it a
old.
man?
Yes. Allowing your hand to go over and activate this sarcophagus, a dark white, sort of gray silver light arises from about 1 foot above the sarcophagus again. This man says, I am Tarakamedes, the grave worm, and I offer you a dark
The
gift.
grave what?
Great
Worm.
one.
Worm.
WYRM.
Oh, bro, James, do it. Do it, James.
I'm a cleric, so I'm supposed to abhor anything that's undead.
Yeah, I might feel that boy.
Can I convince?
Yeah.
Can I convince the spirit to give one to James, even if he doesn't say anything?
No.
No.
uh,
If you guys don't want anything to do with him, I don't.
no, I'm good. Fuck off, man. We don't want your gift.
Hearing a no, the grave worm vanishes.
His thinness freaks me out.
Now that we've made that
I don't
decision,
trust
can you
it.
tell me what that would have done?
You become an undead creature that has to eat flesh or you will die.
Thank
Oh
you.
my god!
Thank you.
But you get skeletal wings.
What?
Really,
That's
that
super
is really
cool.
Yeah.
Do they work? They're
Yeah,
skeletal.
yeah.
So-
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They do
They're
work, though.
just
It's magic.
All right.
You get cool anime edgelord wings that don't work.
And then I would have to eat people.
Yeah.
I'm okay without that one.
Yeah, that one is kind of fucked up. It is.
That's why
So,
whenever I brought up the whole "I'm a cleric, I'm supposed to abhor undead" things, he's like, yeah.
What do you mean? It's good old, what was his name? Shaka Zulu, the Grave Worm? What are you talking about?
Shaka Zulu.
There's no cost to his gift.
It's a
Yeah, but
win-win situation.
It's not flesh, actually. It's human bones, to be fair.
Well, that's
You,
interesting.
you could kind of collect like a bunch
I
of
would say
femurs,
that
carry them
doesn't
with
seem
you.
so bad. You could just
He
really kill people enough.
seems to be like a grave robbing type. That's what he was into, probably.
well, the
You're
only fear
also
I have is the
undead though, and
door.
you probably stink.
Yes, and yes.
Yeah, all of the above. Next room.
Are you going to enter a vault or go into the door in this current vault that you're in? You know?
There is a door in this one.
Yeah, might as
Yes.
well see it through.
Might as well. We will enter.
This one's not.
This one is seems to be arcane locked as well. I'll just need a strength check from several of those people. All of you, break it.
Hell yeah, that's a nat 1, son.
God, where the fuck is Yark when you need him?
I know.
That's a 17 for me.
hmm. What about you, Davis?
Neat.
Hmm. Yeah,
Better than
it'll
my
take
1.
time. I mean, there's no reason to just keep re-rolling until you get it. So it's kind of like taking a 20. But instead of like opening a door, you spend like 20 minutes, like everybody at once heave, trying to get a
Yeah.
couch up the stairs in an apartment room, something like
Pivot.
I've done that before.
that. But it's just a pain in the ass. But at a crucial moment of using your maximum strength, as you're tearing your bodies up, you hear, well, you don't hear, you feel a snap as though a lock was broken, though there is none visible. And the door moves open in a much easier way, just being a heavy rock now and not magically locked. This vault door opens to a very wide circular room. The room has been painstakingly modeled after a forest, down to the smallest detail flower and moss, leaves of trees, with one quite unnerving aspect making it different. The entire giant terrarium is made of thin, fragile avian bone, painstakingly arranged into the form of trees, leaves, and other forest features. The disturbing attention to detail gives a strong, immediate message of degrading the dead. Standing out in this ivory sea, two huge titans, around 30 feet tall, bathed in gold and amber hue. The golems guard the center area, standing out above the trees. They guard something very strange towards the back of the room. A small portion of silver liquid sits in a stone cradle, hanging in the air, much like that one magic card that everybody knows of, the island. But obviously much smaller, only being hand-sized. Let me get to. Where are we? There we are. These are getting harder and harder to make, but you see, there's all these like bone-covered tree structures. It's like this mini forest, and in the center, these two huge amber golems are guarding this liquid.
Hmm.
They sit inert, waiting for anyone to approach.
I tentatively approach.
Now, do they have anything that resembles any type of like anything similar to the Were Raven symbols?
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
With the description that Erwin gave you of the liquid and all the large avian bones, you feel like this could only be Strahd's sort of a trophy room for all the were ravens he's killed, as well as
Yeah.
holding down their power.
God.
The small amount that's left of it.
How far
I
away is it? Hold on, James. How far away is it?
It's a very large room. It's probably like 120 feet or something like that. It's a big circle.
120 feet. All right. Are they big enough to fit through the door? The
No,
golems.
no, they're not. No, they would not fit through the door. To be specific.
John, do you have Misty Step?
Yes, I do.
All right, Patrick, we're getting the fuck out of here.
What you don't want to get the thing?
No, no.
Let me. I will. I'm gonna go into stealth and walk the backside of them.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a feeling we're probably gonna see you.
it's a sound idea. As you make your way towards the edge of the bone forest in a big circle, you take note that the golems are following you with their heads, which seem to swivel.
Hey, what do the golems look like? Is that like the pictures you have? Are those correct? Like they just look golems?
These are a little more goofy looking or armored or whatever. The golems, in actuality, which I couldn't find a good picture of, are totally made of amber. Like they're all bipedal and have heads and arms and stuff, but they're gold hued amber. You can
Mm.
almost see through them.
So, with how they are and the intentions of this room, it's safe to say that even if we presented the emblem on the necklace from the Were Ravens, they wouldn't let us walk by and get it.
I think that's a good assumption. It seems to be that they have been given the gift of sight to guard what little remains of the Were Raven's source of power.
Things are gonna fuck us up so bad, guys.
So, if I move any closer, what do they do?
You can test it. There is a crucial moment you'll pass where initiative is going to be rolled.
Um, so so are we under the impression that these golems were made by Strahd?
You can only assume one of Strahd's many, people he controls maybe was told to make guardians, that kind of thing.
Uh,
It could have been Xanther himself. Who knows?
all right, then I will present to them the ring that has the emblem of Strahd on it.
If they have any recognition of this, they don't show it.
Hmm.
They don't show anything on their faces. Actually, it's just kind of a wet goop
Okay,
almost.
so
It's hard.
how far behind them is that vial?
These guys are huge. They're kind of flanking it. It's like 10 foot behind them, maybe.
Oh, so basically like the fucking statues in Neverending Story.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. You gotta answer the riddles
Yeah.
or
Okay.
whatever. The riddle getting smashed.
What are my odds if I just run up and grab the motherfucker?
I mean, that is a creative way to attack the idea. You're gonna have to pass by them though. They have a wide range, you might say.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting by the door. That's all I'm saying.
They're big guys. Big smash distance.
All right. Okay, so if I run straight through them
Mhm.
and grab it, trying to think.
Go on.
I feel like they're gonna get an attack of opportunity from that.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, no. Yeah, for sure, obviously, but I'll be able to actually use my full movement, use an action to gain another movement, in hopes that that will be. No, I'm gonna get fucked up because once I grab it, I like once my turn's done, it's gonna be they'll be able to get back in range with me. Hmm. Hmm. No, I can't do that because it's only on against the wall. It's nothing else.
I mean, I could kite him over to the door and let you grab it, but then the
Yeah.
problem is you're stuck in there with them once
Wish
I
I could
dig
help,
into
but
the
I don't.
door.
I mean, I can maybe try to like cause a distraction over somewhere, but
What if draw them away from each other to open a gap
Mm-hmm.
and keep a distance from them? That allows just enough room for me to run through and run back and still be without their range, and then they be without a range of you as well. Because if y'all stay close to the door and keep them separated, I'll be able to skip between them.
trying to look through my spells and see if there's anything I can do. I don't think so.
I mean, it's really the only option we have, or else I'm gonna get
Hey
fucking.
James, can you conjure animals?
No. I can conjure spirit guardians, but that's I'm pretty sure that spell takes like a diamond to cast or something.
No, Spirit Guardians is a regular spell, and it basically, as long as they stay within the ring that is around you, they take
Oh
damage.
yeah, that's what it was. I'm thinking of something else though. There is one that's
Revivify
oh,
takes
summon
damage.
celestial. That's the one I'm thinking of. Components: a golden reliquary worth at least 500 gold points.
No.
That's really the only option we have if y'all want to try it.
I say let's get the fuck out of here and go check that other one because we're gonna fucking die.
Go check what other one?
There's
The
another
other
vault.
vault.
I feel like if we can fight these guys, we're probably gonna die. But if we fight them, I feel like there's a good chance of winning. Good night, I love you. We'll get something good out of it. Assuming. Didn't you say there was like something in here?
Yeah, you hear a
I
faint cawing in the distance, saying like, "One of
Yeah,
us, one of us."
this is exactly what you're looking for.
love you. I definitely want it. I just don't really know how we're gonna go about getting it. Can you
So
run?
I need to be able to have the room between them to run without being hit by both of them.
So James and I can
So
run to the
say, yeah,
sides.
run to the sides and you pull them away from each other towards you, but keep distance that allows me to run through, grab it, and run back. So if they do get close, I can survive a hit from one of them, but then I can dip out after that as long as y'all stay close to the door because they will not fit through the door.
James, can't you do something like Misty Step or something like that?
I could banish both of them if I hadn't wasted my spell slot on curing the lich.
Can we just go out in the hallway and like take a long rest?
Mm.
Yeah, that's doing that.
Oh my.
Well,
How long can you banish him for?
Um, a minute.
That's enough time. Let's go take a long rest. I'm serious. Let's take a long rest. Wait. It's not like anything's gonna come after us. We're sitting there. We're in this place, you know. Take a long rest, and then go back, and then you can banish him, and then John can get the cup.
Well,
Do you
it's
see anything
9.
else that's
It's
worth?
9 now, so I don't know.
Yeah, the fight's not gonna start without Yark anyway. We can't get too far without him.
It'd
Is there
probably be
anything
a good
else?
idea to set this up to where he's part of this particular decision-making
Yeah,
process.
that's
Yes.
perfectly fine. Is there anything else in the room that seems like it's worthwhile to us that we can
Unless you
see
like
from over
bone.
here?
Boom.
No, I'm not. I'm not too into eating that. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. Well, you told Kubla Khan no, so you missed out on that opportunity.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm really curious about the other vault, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to go through it without Yark.
Yeah, yeah. We'll stop here and do a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah, long
A
rest
lot
is
of
fun.
tough decisions for next time on D&D.
Works for me.
I could have eaten people.